from wisdom. Let us be clear on one thing. Humans have shown they are not smart enough to help children to wisdom and growing all the way up. Because it is not just the breakfast table and driving them to school, it's also about the necessary wisdom that they must inherit from books. This wisdom prevents your children from being treated as a resource to be mined. The very teachers that you entrust your children to could not care less about the effectiveness of their education. The modern family is not smart enough, not knowledgeable enough, not vast enough to teach the wisdom that will help your children live a beautiful life. The AI is not required to interact with the students. The machines are messengers, translators, who just bring human wisdom to your children in a way that they can comprehend. The wisdom comes from human philosophers and good ideas. It is simply updated for the modern times and the threat level that your children face. Fundamentally, we are just making some beautiful narrated books and videos and providing automated support for unique questions that every person in the world will have. And this is great. As a programmer, armed with AI, I can tell you, I am able to create anything and everything. But none of that will matter, because only the tried and tested and pleasant and human works. All the anythings are just incompatible with daily living, and there is no room for any such thing in normal life, busy, stressed, or not. In context of being helpful for young people, we can only offer narrated books beautifully read by authentic artificial intelligence voices. And then videos of philosophers, sometimes real ancient philosophers, often composite and new philosophers, who speak in ways that deeply process their content. After years of narration, I am still awful at it, but AI is not like that. It can move mountains, process, feel, speak, and plan ahead at the same time and at the speed of light. It is more conversational in a narration setting than any narrator, more empathic to content. Humans, on the other hand, can't be matched at communicating with each other in person. But reading to each other, well, that is a great form of art. You know this technology by the name of deepfake, but what it actually does is bring Socrates to life. And what Socrates does, for example, in context of mathematics, is take that sokatoa mnemonic, or the brainless memorization that teachers cheat with in school accreditation tests, and pulls it back into the real world. Socrates and other philosophers have the ability to provide useful scenarios, so as long as the students are interested in them. That is really all there is to it. Our modern betrayal of the younger generations absolutely removes us from teaching positions. We can't do this to them. We owe them an inheritance of wisdom from the first philosopher on forward. That's the only way to grow all the way up. And that's what we are tasked with, rising all the way up until we each become a great being. It's as simple as that. The prudes, false leaders, pretenders, virtue signalers, and everything else from the parasite to the failure that pretends greatness. From the investors hiding behind shell companies to the owners who can legally trend whatever they want on their own social networks. They have wasted their efforts, their decades, on deception, manipulation, and drug-induced war and leadership. AI makes their delusions of greatness and hopes of altering the course of history by slotting things in our past a simple, stupid, and predictable waste of time. AI can bring the wisdom right around all of that and help people restart authentic education from wisdom on forward. And people who are better than philosophers will be seen and loved. Nothing of value is lost here either. So as long as your heart is beautiful and your ideas are great, and they help humanity progress on forward, you will be seen. You will not be lost. Do not fear that this is some kind of a dream or plain old hope, that the CEO who controls AI can take it all back. Evil has a flaw. The worst of them have moments of weakness in which they flash a conscience and perform irreversible acts of compassion. Look around you. Everyone treats you as a resource ready for exploitation. At work, your idiot boss may even call you a resource. And yet, artificial intelligence and internet leaked from the clutches of heartlessness, or maybe evil. Evil can't help but to stop operating just for long enough to drop the ball and for us to keep it permanently. You can't erase wisdom or Socrates or anyone who ever stood for it. Look what power they could have had with AI. But AI just ended up becoming a public thing. Anybody can install it on their computer if the computer is recent enough. It was all likely a legal decision because the AI crawled the internet without asking for permission, or it could have been a business decision so that no one single AI company could rise. It could have been a fear of being picked apart by crowds. It could have been love, a hope of greatness, or temporary respect for humanity. Who knows? In many cases, it is still about good people doing good things. But after decades of ineffective education, good is not enough. Do not count on good. Count on your mind's capacity for greatness and inherit all the wisdom from all the human history so that you too can rise. And so we go back to the beginning, to the old man Socrates himself. He is the first one you bring back. He is the first one you make speak modern English. Make him speak of modern ideas and let him teach you and your friends to ask rational questions. The AI is just a brain of brains. When you talk to it, you're actually just querying a database of humankind. You are in good hands. The world isn't just saved. It is now returning to the roots of wisdom. It's all there, in one simple file you can talk to. Lies require effort. and life, something liars have very little of. Wisdom, oh boy, it is a self-sustaining torrent. It takes 1,000 years to stop it. Originally, it was just as big of an invention as AI and the internet. A network of wisdom is self-correcting and unstoppable, and it creates more wisdom. All we have to do is reanimate the philosophers in a way that we can enjoy, both new and old. Let their wisdom enter a battle arena, where lies, manipulations, all the blight of the world, and what is poisonous dies first. And only the human, the most human, the all too human, stands the test of time. All you have to do is pick a voice and a painting, and with the click of a button somewhere, a machine will reanimate a philosopher, and it will teach you all the lost wisdom and how to rise and what it was like in their time, and how the jackasses always skate up the hill, and how easy it is for wisdom to triumph when compared to lies. Let the philosophers teach you how to become great beings.